All right, Coach, first drive, you go down the field, you guys fumble it, and it leads to an immediate 3 points off turnovers.
Yeah.
How did you get the guys to rally? Because obviously after that, it was no problem in that game.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, Zorn was trying to make a play, he was trying to get some extra yards and was fighting and battling like he always does, and got hit from behind and the ball popped out. So you got to respond. After that, you want to buckle down and get going. And of course, we give up a 58-yard pass play the next play. Out of it, it gets them down into field goal range, and they made one. So it's just one of those things. You practice and work hard to get things right during the week, and they made some plays. They got some good players out there. Again, it was an effort play with Zorn. It really was. He was just trying to battle for extra yards, and you sit back and look at it now. You're thinking, get down on the ground. You got guys coming on you. But end of the day, it's just one of those guys making plays. But our kids were resilient. We felt like we could move the ball. In what we saw defensively, we felt we were in good shape with that. The frustrating part was probably just starting off slow. On both sides, I think we started off slow a little bit. But end of the day, got to win and at homecoming, and those are fun to do. So just got to continue to get better and not overlook opponents, for sure on that part of it. Obviously with Central Wash this week, you worry about your players, looking past. Sol Ross because of what their record indicated, but they're a much improved football team and have done some good things leading up to it.
I was going to ask about the defense, which I do every week pretty much, but it just seems like they've had such a high level, and even in the second half, they've hardly allowed anything. How do you feel about the way they've maintained such a good level from start to finish?
Yeah, I was very pleased with it. I've said this a million times. Coach Salgado has done a great job of getting our guys prepared each week, but the senior leadership and the leadership we have on defense, how they practice, what they do, the film study they put into it, and that's on both sides of the ball. But you're asking me about defense. These guys just they are bought in to what we're doing. I think they see a really good unit, and they also see potential to get better, and so they continue to strive and work towards it. We're led by Coach Sal on that as a coaching staff with the defense, but our players in that room, the Jordan McKinneys and the Eric Rascos and Dylan McNeely's and Owen Sievers and Stephen Woods and Andrew Pitts. I go on and on about guys that just go out and play really hard and prepare like champions, and it's paid off quite a bit for us this year so far.
Coach, 550 yards on offense, that's a massive game for you guys no matter who you play.
Yep.
Was this game, as the game went on, was it something where you guys were just kind of rolling with what the defense was giving you and just continuing that game plan?
Really was. We felt like, they've given up some plays in the running game. We felt like we could run the football, and we did. The pass game were open here and there. They kind of started, closing the run down a little bit, trying to get extra guys in the tackle box and slow us down there in the run game. So, again, you go back to it at Angelo State, we can run and throw it. That's something we really hang our hat on. We want to be able to do both. And I thought Braden did an outstanding job, and then Caden came in and did a really good job running the offense as well too. So, what they're going to put in front of us, we have run plays that we can get to pass fast and vice versa. So, whatever we see, we kind of adapt to it and play. But having the capability of doing both is huge.
Coach, going more with the offense, of course, you mentioned you felt like you run the ball, and you did 195 yards and 5 touchdowns total on the night. Just talk to us about specifically Jaden Jones and Cameron Disher. Obviously, you didn't have Brady Wilcox in this contest, so just the impact that gave to your offense.
Well, they're outstanding football players. Cameron Dishler's a redshirt freshman. He's got 3 more years after this. He's just an outstanding football player, and Jaden's got 2 more years after this. He's only a sophomore as well, and we didn't redshirt him last year. He played. So it's only both these guys' second year in the program, and they're just getting better and better. They're weight room fanatics. They work hard in there. Again, you go back to the film study and what they do in preparation, and then Coach Kilmer putting them in great positions to be successful both in the run game and the pass game. And I'd be wrong if I didn't mention the offensive line. We blocked very well on Saturday in the run game and pass game. We lined up and scored 4 touchdowns inside the 5-yard line, running basically the same play out of some different looks and stuff like that. And our guys just understood the job up front, and we blocked well, and proud of those guys. But those 2 young running backs, are fun to have, I'll tell you that, and seeing the growth each and every week about how they approach the game and then play it on Saturdays is something special. But I was telling everybody for a long time, wait till Cameron Disher is ready to go, and then getting his his feet wet a little bit and understanding what we're doing, and he's taken off. But he and Jaden are a great combo, and that's without Braden. Braden obviously is our number 1 running back, and he was out this week, so hopefully get him back this week and get going.
And of course, now looking ahead to this weekend, of course, welcoming Central Washington into here in San Angelo, it's an opportunity for your team to solidify your grasp on the conference.
Yep.
Just talk about the matchup a little bit and what you can expect from them coming in.
Well, they're a really good football team. We got to slow down the quarterback. He's the number 1 thing. Kendi McGill, he's done a great job of running the football in the read zone game and quarterback run. I thought this week he can throw it too. He likes to run it. This week, I thought against Midwestern State, watching him on film, he really improved in the passing game as well, and hit some receivers that were open and did some great things in that. So he's definitely a dual threat guy there. They got Tyler Flanagan, who was the preseason offensive player of the year in there at tailback. He's a guy that's you got to handle and know where he's at on the field. And then on defense, they're the ranked second in the conference in total defense, right behind us. And you're going to see 2 really good defenses go at it. They got the Volt kid, who was the defensive player of the year in all of Division II last year. He's back as well, and I think he had 3 picks on Saturday, last Saturday. So, he's a pretty good player. So we're going to have to make sure, we're playing good football and continuing to prepare well. The other thing I'll say, Coach Fisk, the head football coach there, he's an O-line guy, and this is one of the most fundamental offensive linemen group that we've seen. I mean, they're very good at what they do and running the game, or running the ball and doing those things. So we're going to have to play well and prepare well, but it's exciting, and I'm really glad we have them here in San Angelo. Don't have to travel again, but it should be an outstanding football game.
I just wanted to ask one more thing. Last week, you had a running back, a 6-man kid from Water Valley, Cannon Weiss.
Yep.
Can you just talk about his progression, going from 6-man football to being able to score a college touchdown?
Well, he's a worker, man. He's behind some really good, talented running backs, but the kid runs really hard. He's a physical football player. Playing 6-man, he's had to do a lot of that. He's had to play defense. He's had to do a lot on the offense, and the ball's in his hands a lot. So, it's no surprise to me that he's had success, running the football. Again, just those are the fun ones, man. Those are the ones you love to see, because, he walked down to Angelo State and has continued to get better and better each year. And, he's reaping the benefits of staying with it, and then having the opportunity to get out there. And when he does, and the ball gets put in his hands, he does good things with it. So excited for him, and he'll continue to only get better and better as his time here at Angelo State grows.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
We'll see you.